Can you tell me about them?
Sure. We work with a lot of students. Many Japanese students are interested either in doing an internship while they're here, or they're interested in using their OPT.
OPT?
Do you have an F1 visa?
I have J1 visa.
Okay. F1 visas. There's a thing called optional practical training.
Oh, okay.
And that is basically a 12 or 13 month, I don't remember which, extension of their visa, where if they're working or volunteering in the field that they majored in, then they can use that 12 to 13 months to work for a United States company without having to get a green card or without having to have work permission in the U.S. And so lots of students come because they'd like to use that OPT to try to get experience in the United States so that they can stay. Because it's very hard to find people that will sponsor visas for international students right now. And so we work with quite a few students who are interested in short-term or long-term in staying in the United States. And I had a very good friend who was the international student advisor up until about 2 years ago. And so he started sending them to me because we had talked about some of the challenges. And I know, so I've worked with a number of Japanese students looking at trying to build a resume, looking at interviewing skills, looking at networking skills. How do you apply for jobs? Where do you find them? And also with kind of some of the cultural translations that you have to do to try to get a job in the United States. One student in particular, but it's a common challenge, she had a really hard time with direct eye contact. Because as I understand in Japan, that is not okay. Not to the amount that Americans do it. And in job interviews, it's very important that an applicant maintain eye contact a lot. And it was very uncomfortable for her. But she did not want to appear shy or not assertive enough because in her field it was very important that she be assertive. So she actually came in and did probably 8 or 9 mock interviews where we practiced doing an interview with her so that she could kind of train her nonverbal signals to be more representative of what a lot of American companies are looking for. And she got a job.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did she?
She did. She got a job and they're sponsoring her visa.
Oh, wow. What kind of job did she get?
She's also an accountant.
Okay.
But we have worked with other students from computer science. I'm currently working with a student who is majoring in English as a second language, teaching ESL. And so, but we've worked with students from a number, but she really put a lot of effort into addressing some things that she knew were challenges coming from a Japanese point of view and then applying with American companies.
All right. So she also a very organized person.
Very.
Okay.
I would say if Japanese students want to apply for jobs in the United States, organization is one of the most important characteristics to have. You have to be very organized in your search. You have to, and you also need to be able to explain why they should be hiring you.
Okay. Is the accent does matter?
I would say it doesn't matter as much as most students think. It's going to matter less in more urban areas, in areas where there are more people who have come to the United States either to work or moved here permanently. I would say Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, Spokane and Cheney are some harder places because people here are less used to hearing accented English, and so people don't always work as hard, which it's not that hard. I would say that probably most of the international students I've worked with feel they're much more self-conscious about their accent than is needed.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing is that it's very important for all international students, but Japanese students in particular, well, all of them, you are fluent in English.
To Japanese people?
No, yes, you are. Any student who's doing courses in English and getting good grades with courses given in English, who are having entire conversations with me in English. I don't speak Japanese. You're fluent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And that's very hard for Japanese students, I've noticed, to say. It's very hard for them to say, I'm fluent.
Yeah, I can say that.
Well, if you want to apply for a job in the United States, you have to.
Okay.
Well, you are. We're not speaking in Japanese.
No, no. Yeah.
I don't speak any, I assure you. We are speaking Japanese. I can order sushi. That's all I can do.
Sushi.
There we go. Wasabi. I'm not, no. So I would say that's actually a little bit of the, I'm not, and it's another cultural difference. Assertiveness is very important in the United States. Saying things like, I'm fluent in English, that might be bragging in Japan. Yeah, it's not bragging here, it's required.
Okay.
Saying, I have excellent communication skills, I'm guessing would not be something you would say in an interview in Japan. You have to here.
How about saying I'm beautiful?
I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
That is one of the things that you don't do. That is one of the unspoken things that you don't say.
Okay.
But anything speaking to your skills, your intelligence, or your ability to perform tasks,
okay.
it's always okay to say that you're good at those things.
So you're saying it's okay to show our ability we got
Absolutely.
by ourselves. Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Like-
And it's important because if you don't say it, I don't know it exists.
Oh, okay.
I know.
So different.
I know. And very uncomfortable for a lot of students. Many of the international students that I work with, I will probably meet with them 6 or 7 times before they feel comfortable applying for a job because it is so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. All of the things that would hurt you in a job search in Japan are the things that get you jobs in the United States. I know. So for your paper, it's very different.